Hey there, my name is Drew Barontini and I'm the head of strategy at Differential. I'd like to show you how I'm currently leveraging AI in the day-to-day work that I'm doing to make myself more efficient and effective. I'm using a tool called Notion, which I love and adore and I use for all sorts of things. It's a product that you can view at notion.so if you want more information. But in general, it's really a place where you can create wikis, documentation, projects, notes, and collect all sorts of things. So I keep lots of information, virtually everything inside of Notion. So I have all this data. I have things like my meeting notes, which is where I want to start by talking about how I'm leveraging some AI tools inside of Notion. So we're going to open this database here. In a Notion world, a database is essentially like a spreadsheet, but it can be viewed in different ways. So you can look at the same data, the same entries as a table, which would be like similar to a spreadsheet, or you can view it in a list or gallery or calendar or other different ways as well. So I'm going to create a new entry here, and this is actually going to pull from a meeting template here. So it's going to automatically use that. I'm going to create a new meeting here, and I'm going to call it Product Strategy Workshop as an example. You can fill out the date here, and these up here, these are properties on this individual entry. And down below, this is just content, which is just like what you would have with a note-taking system. And it's formatted so you can use things like headings and bulleted lists and numbered lists and to-dos and other different formatting to make your notes look really nice. But that's just the content down below. So I'm going to just set it for today. I'm going to include a time, and we will show that there. You can see two of these properties. One is called attendees, and this is a custom property I created that's using a custom autofill. It's an AI autofill, and it generates based off of a prompt that I give it. So it's generating, look at the attendees section and list out each attendee here in a comma delimited list. And this is looking at that heading behind this menu here. So when I fill this out, which I'm going to do now, we will add in our attendees. And we go up here. Now you can set it to auto update when changes are made, or you could just have this little button click and then this will show it. So you can see the attendees are shown here. I'm actually going to click update, and that's a great example because it was showing attendees ahead of time. Sometimes you have to run it multiple times, or it'll not give you the exact thing and you have to tweak the prompts, which is the current state of AI, and making sure that you can massage it. And really, it's got to get you most of the way there. It's not always going to be perfect, but it's another tool to make things a little more efficient. And if you can get 80 or 90% of the way there, it makes it a lot faster than starting from zero. This summary property is going to summarize the content here. There's no real content yet for it to summarize. We have a key takeaways section with a prompt that says, look in the notes section below and provide 3 key takeaways. Also saying don't add a new heading because sometimes it does that. Action items, we're looking to find action items on this page with AI, and then our notes. So really all I'm doing is filling out these notes here, and we don't have any, so I'm just going to dump some notes here. And you can see we just have a real short list of notes just to explain this and give an example. We're going to click on generate for the key takeaways. And this is going to show us 3 key takeaways, which look pretty good. And then for the action items, we're going to click on that, and it's going to give us the add list of features to shape to Basecamp, which looks like the only action item here. So that's great. Now, we also want to click up here and update the summary. And this is going to show us a summary of the information that's down below. So once we have all this in here, it's going to give that quick summary at a glance. And the reason we have the attendees property up here is so that we can actually show it in the list view so we can see that. So I know we're listing it here, but we have it up in this property so we can show it. So when we're looking at our list of notes, we can quickly see who attended. Now, really all we were doing here is identifying who's in the meeting and then the notes. But key takeaways and action items and summaries came from AI. They were auto-generated and they really gave some valuable information. So this is one way that I'm using AI in Notion. And another way I want to look at is for article summaries. So Notion has a tool called the Notion Web Clipper. This is a browser extension that you can use in Chrome, Safari, Firefox, mobile, your favorite browser of choice. And what it gives you is this little button up top that when you click will take a title that you can, it'll be pre-filled, or you can fill out and save it to a specific database. And it captures a lot of metadata. So the title of the article, the URL of that article, and then all the content inside of Notion. And that's where we're going to look at this AI articles database. So I have a couple of articles that I saved with the Notion Web Clipper and I brought here into this database. This first one here, it's going to show the title. So it pre-filled all of this. I didn't touch any of this data. So it pre-filled it with the title, the URL, the summary, which is the most useful part here, and then timestamp, and then you can see all of the page content. But what's really useful here is this summary. So this is saving an article. It's automatically summarizing it, allowing me to come in here and read that. If I want to go deeper, I can go deeper and look at the individual elements. And this is one example article. And then here's another article as well, where it's showing the title, the URL, giving a quick summary that you can look at. And then you could also dig deeper into the article if you want. And this is another example of a database in Notion and a gallery view that can give you similar database structure, but in a different view. So there's a couple different ways that I'm using AI specifically inside of Notion to help make myself more effective and efficient. And I hope that this has been helpful. Thank you.